Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome to Friday the 12th Assembly. This is a very special assembly this morning because it's our final assembly when we are not all together. So we will continue to record our assemblies and you'll watch them in class. But next week, every single boy and girl will be in school, which we are really excited about. We're so glad to be having you all back next week. What I would like you to do is to have a look on our website where there are instructions of which gates that you need to be collected at 3 o'clock. And I'll see you all on Monday.
Hi boys and girls, welcome to another assembly. This will be the last assembly before we have everyone back in school, which is great because we're all about education. We're all about education when you were at home, when we had our Google Classrooms. We're all about education when the primary 1 to 3s came in. And we're going to be all about education on Monday when all of our children are back in school. So we're looking forward to seeing you all in. We're going to look at our articles of the month. Oh my goodness, look at the top one, it's all about education. Is that not a coincidence? Article 29 is one of our articles of the month, and it's all about the rights for every child to develop their personality, their talents and their abilities to the full. Both to encourage respect for human rights as well as a respect, and here's one, respect for the parents, especially over the last wee while where parents have been supporting you so well with your learning. So remember that too. And we have to respect your own cultures, where you're from, what your family background is, and just your environment generally. And one of the most important things I feel when we are respecting education is to respect the right for people to read, respect the people to find out about the world, find out more about the world through books. And we did that last week through World Book Day, and we're going to have a wee look in a wee second at some of the activities that people were up to on World Book Day last week. So Article 39 is another article we're looking at, and that says that people have the right to recover from difficult things that happen to them and that they can expect to receive help to do that. Now again, I'm going back to what I was saying earlier. We're going to have a full house on Monday. We're going to have a full school and everyone's going to be back in school. And we're going to help each other, not just the staff, but we're going to help each other, help our friends, help the teachers too by working hard to recover from what was a very different time over the last year when we've been in and out of school quite a lot. And also when we've been locked up in the house quite a lot, we've not seen family and friends. So we're going to help each other recover, and Article 39 helps us do that. So on that, I'm going to move on and we're going to have a look at some of the activities that we were up to on World Book Day last week. Here's some of our pupils just having fun with their books and book characters. And last but not least, we have Finlay.
Na 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 Batman, Batman, na 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 Batman, Batman.
Good morning again everyone, it's nice to see you all joining us for our assembly. Have a look, because remember this month we said we were going to have a little bit of a focus on the global goals, and as Mr O'Donnelly was just talking about there, we are thinking really carefully about Article 29 that fits in with Global Goal 4, all about quality education. It's something, if you remember, that we asked you to do over the last little while is to think about the Act Now campaign. So if we have a look at some of the ideas on the next slide, hopefully you have been managing to do some of these. Now I know from Google Classroom and from the boys and girls who are in school, they have managed to come up with lots of different ideas of what they have been doing to see if they can make a little change to make a big difference in our world. Okay, if you look at number 4 there, bring your own bag. That's one when you go to the supermarket or the shop, that's a really good one to do. And that one I did notice, I think it was Gaia in room 9, she had talked about the fact she was trying to go and make that her target. Okay, there's another one, number 6, to recycle your plastic waste. Okay, so making sure at home that you're putting it all in the right bins. And I think it was somebody up in room 14 or room 15 who was talking about that this week as well. So don't forget, have a little look at these. Oh, number 7 actually, drive less. That's a really good one since we're just about to start Beat the Street.
Yeah, give me a bit of notice next time Mrs. Prentice was going to say another one, because I've just flicked out and zoomed out.
Sorry,
Let's
Mr.
go into...
O'Donnelly. I just looked at that little one with the bike there.
Is
I
that
thought
close
that's
enough?
definitely a good one for us to do. So if you've not already had a wee think about these, see if you can think of how you can act now. Thank you very much. Okay everyone, this morning at assembly we're going to have a little think about sharing, okay, and things that we can share. Ever since you start school and even at nursery, you've always been taught to share things, okay? Make sure everybody gets a fair turn of all of the toys, sharing snacks, lots of different things that we always encourage you to share. But this year it's been a little bit different, because this year we've been saying keep your own things in your own pencil case. You've all had your own trays with all of your different resources that you need for school. We've been saying to you not to share your snacks. Look at these lovely delicious sweeties. They would be lovely to share, but this has been a bit different because we've been saying please keep your snacks to yourself so that we keep all our germs to ourselves. We've got some people sharing some books up here as well. So again, we've been saying to you not to share resources and books and things. So it's been a bit strange all about sharing, but it's still really important that we know how to share and how important it is to share with others. So we were having a little think about this and thinking, well, what can we share then if we're not allowed to share these things? You might share these things at home, but you're not allowed to share them in school just now. And well, I asked a few people in school. I think I asked Mr. O'Donnelly. Do you know, he couldn't think of many things to share.
No.
Not many things at all. Apart from all these things, he was thinking about sharing some
With
nice
me?
snacks.
Yes,
Yes.
with me, it's good.
So I had to go up to room 8 and ask them for a little bit of help about what we can share, okay? And to think how important that is. So if you have a little look at some of room 8's ideas, what they did was they came up with some things that we can share just now. So if you have a little look, we had some brilliant ideas. Mr. O'Donnelly, look at these ideas.
Wow.
We could share the toys in the playground.
Mm-hmm.
So if there are things outside, we are allowed to share those. So every class has their own box, and we're really lucky because the Parent Council are buying us new toys for all the boxes, so we can share those things. This is a great one here. You can share kindness by playing with someone else. Okay, so you can be really kind and you can share that. There's a really nice one. You can share your feelings. You can tell people how you feel. Okay, if you're really upset and angry, you might say, I am feeling like this because, and that might help. Or if you're feeling really happy, you might say to somebody to tell them why you're feeling so happy. Oh, there's a lovely one. Share your dreams. We've had lots of really good ideas to share our dreams and our hopes. We can share footballs. Quite often outside we have some boys and girls who are not very keen on sharing footballs, but we must make sure that we're all sharing the footballs outside as well.
And Connect 4 items and things.
Connect
yes.
4, Mr. O'Donnelly, you are correct.
Mm-hmm.
And lots of different things that you are playing with outside. So there are some ideas of what we can share this year. Okay, if you have a little think, what I would like you to do is think what you could share over the next week or so, and we'll talk about this again next week at the assembly. Okay, I'm going to give you some more ideas. If I just move it on a little bit, we will have a look. Okay,
that was my job, boys and girls. I neglected my duty. Thank you, Mrs. Prentice.
You might share your ideas. You always have really good ideas. Whenever the teachers are having a meeting, we always say, oh, I think the boys and girls will come up with much better ideas than what we can. So you could share your ideas. There's one we've already had from room 8. You can share your feelings, share your thoughts. Here's an interesting one. We can give to charity. We can share what we have with other people. That might be things that you're not using anymore. We've had brilliant scooters and bikes donated to the school, so that was really good. We could share that. We could share when we have Red Nose Day next week. Okay, you could share recipes. This is one I've loved recently because lots of people have had a bit more time in the house to be cooking and baking, and we've actually had some really good recipes from the boys and girls in school. I think I remember Andrea with his nice pizza, and some of the girls last year, I think it was muffins and things they were sharing.
What I'd like to find out, because no one shared this a lot, is how to make banana loaf.
Oh, banana loaf cake.
Yeah.
If anyone has a good recipe, maybe you could share that with Mr. O'Donnelly. Okay, now you might think, why is sharing pets up there? I had put that one up because, again, somebody in room 8 was talking about helping out by taking someone's dog for a walk. Someone that was next to them and they were a bit older and they weren't able to get out and about, so they were helping by sharing the jobs to take the dog out for a walk. Now, here's one that we have every week. We've been enjoying our jokes. We are sharing our jokes, not only at our joke time in the assembly, but also at lunchtime, because lots of people have been coming over and they have been reading out, I think it's the little yogurt fruits, and they have been sharing their jokes in
or any yogurt, non-branded, anything at all.
Any yogurt,
yes,
that's correct. Okay, so if you've got some good jokes, make sure you share them with your friends. Sharing smiles, that's a really nice one. Okay, it doesn't cost anything, you can share your smile. We'll see lots of happy smiles when we come back to school next week. And the last one that, again, room 8 have already told us about, sharing your kindness, and I know that you're all really good about that. So have a think, okay, see what you can share, and we can all share these things when we come back to school and at home. Okay. Okay everyone, we have just been talking about sharing, and here is something we are all going to share together next week. We are going to have a fun day for Red Nose Day. So a week today, Friday the 19th of March, we will all come together and we will be doing lots of fun things to hopefully raise a little bit of money for this important charity. Okay, you can see some of the red noses on the screen there. So if you would like, you can wear a red nose. And there's lots of other fun things that we're going to do. I'm going to tell you about some of those in a minute, but we are also going to learn a little bit about the charity. Okay? Okay, so it says here, superpowers at the ready. Hopefully you will have superpowers to be able to change just a little bit somebody's life that is perhaps a little less fortunate than you are. Okay, so it says, guess what's happening in March? Well, we are going to be raising money for Comic Relief by having fun on Red Nose Day. Okay? Friday the 19th of March, our school is going to help change the world with the power of funny. So that's what it's talking about when it's talking about your superpowers. Do you have superpowers of being really funny, and can we raise some money at the same time? So if you have a look at this next slide, we've got a little story to tell you about. And this little boy is called Ethan, and Ethan is just one of the boys and girls who are helped by the charity Comic Relief around the world. So this is Ethan's story, and it tells you a little bit about how the charity has helped Ethan. So you're going to watch this little video, then I'll tell you a little bit about how we are going to raise some money through Red Nose Day. Okay?
Hi, my name is Ethan. I'm 9 years old. I live in Leicestershire.
Do you like to make people laugh? Yeah.
As you might have noticed, I can't speak. I'm glad I've got this voice box to help me.
It helps you, doesn't it? Does it help you talk?
I use my voice box to communicate.
Come on then, Eve, should we sit down?
I show people what I'm talking about by pointing.
I know, it's painful, isn't it?
I was born with cerebral palsy.
Oh, that hurt a bit.
Basically, my brain works a bit differently. That means my muscles have to work really hard.
Ready. Can you give me a high five now? Good walking. See you later.
My favourite things in the world are baking cakes,
1.5 ounces of caster sugar.
playing computer games, and I love walking Wanted Dog with my friend Olivia. I like playing with Ethan because he's fun, funny and cheeky. When I was small, I couldn't do things that other children could, like sitting up by myself and walking. My mum and dad didn't want me to miss out.
Big step. Good boy, push.
So we started to go to a place called Steps when I was 15 months old.
Step, step, this away. Step, step, that away.
I still go every week.
Onto steps. Roll, roll, roll.
Comic Relief helps fund special equipment for Steps
Lovely, Ethan. Lovely, clever boy.
to help me and my friends get stronger
And 1, and 2.
and learn new things
Ready, steady, go.
whilst making friends and having fun.
Yes! Yes!
I couldn't walk,
Clever boy.
but I took my first steps by myself at 4 years old. I love Steps. We play lots of games, and although it can be hard work, it's lots of fun.
Good job. Well done.
Steps is very much about helping the children achieve everything that they possibly can. I wouldn't style them as superstars, they are Steps superstars.
Thank you. Bye.
There are many children like me, both here in the UK and around the world, that need places like Steps to give them the best possible start in life. Please, get involved with your school this Red Nose Day, and you can make a real difference to children like me.
Okay, so you saw Ethan in the video and he went to a place called Steps, okay? And you could see where some of your money could help little boys and girls like Ethan. So it says there, every penny makes a difference, okay? Doesn't matter if you are able to donate a little bit or a lot. If we all donate a little bit, we will try and raise a wee bit of money for Comic Relief, and it will help projects like Steps where Ethan went to. Okay, so here's how we're going to do it. On Red Nose Day next week, we would like you to wear something red. Now, I was having a little look at some of the Google Meets of the boys and girls who are still at home, and they were wearing lots of red. Finlay Rawson, I saw you had a fabulous red t-shirt on this morning. Okay, so you will be able to wear something red next week. Now, you could wear all red if you like, if you've got lots of red in your wardrobe, or you could think of something, one thing to wear red. You might have a red hairband, you might have some red socks, a red hat, a red scarf. I know lots of you have your red polo shirts or your jumpers for St John's. It's up to you. Okay, you can wear something red. Okay, we are all going to share a smile. We are going to have lots of jokes being told next week in school, and what you're going to do is you're going to write down all of your jokes, you're going to share them in your class, and some of the fabulous ones, I think you could have a wee vote in your class. What we're going to do is write some of them on some nice big bits of paper, and we're actually going to put them on the railings outside the school so that we can share them with lots of people that go past, so that we can share our smiles with them as well. Okay, so see if you can start thinking of your really good jokes, and we will share those. We will also have a Red Nose Day quiz. Okay, lots of different questions to see what you can answer. We'll have some fun with that. Then it says, what's your superpower? We've had lots of talented people being shown at the assemblies recently, and I think some classes have had like mini talent shows in their class. So if you've got a superpower, apart from raising money and sharing a smile, we can see what it might be in your class, and you can learn a little bit about superheroes. Now, this year is a bit different because we're not asking you to bring money into school. What we are going to do is we're going to ask if you would like to donate. If you can donate, then all you need to do is go online at our Just Giving page. Okay, so we are going to put the link in a little letter to your grown-ups so that they have that at home. We will also share it on the school app and on Twitter. So if you would like, you can donate. We would suggest £1, okay, but it's up to you if your grown-ups are okay with that or not. So they can go online, and St John's have their very own Just Giving page, so your parents will know what to do with that. If not, the little link is there, and that will take you straight to our donation page. Okay, so hopefully we will have lots of fun next week. We're really looking forward to seeing a sea of red in our school, and together we can make this Red Nose Day the best ever. We thought this would be a great way to end our first week back all together. Okay, so hopefully you're going to have some fun and be a superhero.
Right, boys and girls, it is song time. If you're at home, sing out loud, get your family to join in. If you're in school, hum, dance, do actions and be happy. It's one of our favourites. It's called, well, I'll let you work it out yourself.
Get these fishy guitars out. Let's rock!
You know what it is yet? You know what it is yet?
Too young, too old, too weird, too slow. Everybody's saying. Too square, too small, too posh, too tall. Everybody's saying. But who
Good singing, Mrs. Prentice, well done.
listen to? 'Cause after all I'm telling
Ready for the actions, Mr.
Right,
Donald?
everyone.
you are a star, just the way you are. You are a star, just the way you are.
Are you ready for the next verse?
Right, air guitars, let's see it.
Ready for Too Silly? Miss Young going to join in?
Too silly, too bossy, too smelly, too fussy. Everybody's saying. Too weak, too sad, too good, too bad.
Miss Young, are you joining in?
Saying. But who do you listen to? 'Cause after all I'm telling
Right,
you,
you ready?
Right, come on, everyone.
Actions?
you are a star, just the way you are. You are a star, just the way you are.
Clap along.
Good key change there, like that.
Too thin, too fat,
Do this, do that, sing up.
everybody's saying. Too down, too deep, too deep, fruity.
Well done, Mrs. Prentice. Big sell.
Who do you listen to? 'Cause after all I'm telling you,
Right, everyone, loud as you can.
you are a star, just the way you are. You are a star, just the way you are. You are a star.
Come on, sing up.
Just the way you are. You are a star.
Come on, everyone.
Just the way you are. 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 You are.
It's almost like slosh, that one.
Just the way you are.
Something like
Just the
that.
way you are. Just the way you are. You are a star. Just the way you are. Just the way you are. Just the way you are.
Like that singing, Mrs. Prentice, well done. Keep it going.
Just the way you are. Just the way you are. Just the way you are.
Well done, everyone. Fantastic. Okay, everyone, well done if you managed to beat our teachers last week, because we had Miss Pinkerton teaching her dog to read, which was amazing, and we also had Mrs. Dolan, who was doing some juggling. So we managed to see quite a lot of interesting videos on Google Classroom, and some of the boys and girls out in the playground as well. What we're going to have a look at just now is we're going to have a look at some really talented boys and girls that we have in room 8. And what they have done is they had a little mini talent show to show how well they could beat the teachers in St John's. So sit back, relax and watch how Room 8 managed to beat the teacher.
Yay!
Article. High five. High five. Lie down. Good boy. Stand up. Stand up. Sit. Yeah. Jump. Good boy. Good boy. Ready?
Okay everyone, as you know, our language of the month is Welsh, and you have all been doing really well by learning some Welsh at home, and you have managed to learn quite a lot about Wales itself. Okay, so if you have a look, we have a beautiful daffodil that was made up here and some common Welsh words. Okay, so fantastic work from lots of boys and girls across the school. If we have a look, we had lots, it was just full of daffodils in Google Classroom and in all of the classes this week. Some really interesting ways. There's one that's made with a paper cup case that we have managed to do. If we have a look at the next one, I think we've got some more daffodils as well. There's a beautiful one that has been painted, and well done to all of the people who realised that this is the national flower of Wales, so that's why we have all been making some beautiful daffodils this week. We had some boys and girls in room 9. They were very impressive with what Welsh they have managed to learn. If you have a little look, they have been managing to do all of these colours, and even managing to find out some that were not in the little video that Miss Moffat had showed them. So excellent work all about Welsh, and hopefully we will be able to explain lots more about quite a tricky language when we are all back together in school next week. So well done if you have been doing this at home. I know it's been pretty tricky language, but you have done brilliantly with it, and thank you for all the people who have sent in things for this week's part of the Welsh Assembly.
Glas, coch, gwerth, di, gwen, sloyd, melon, bron, oren, pink.
Okay everyone, we talked about this earlier in the assembly, so you will know lots of different ways of how you can share. This is going to be our focus when we are all back in school next week, and we will be returning to doing our house points. So we are looking for different ways in which you can share. As I've said, we've talked a lot about it in the assembly already, but it's just to remind you that you will be doing all of this for house points next week. We're going to start doing that again. Okay, so that is our value to focus on next week.
Now boys and girls, we're moving on to our awards for this week, and we have got lots for you. I can see that you've been doing some fabulous work in your classrooms and on Google Classroom. And here's the first one. It goes to Ushia Stewart for working hard to understand place value. So excellent work for Ushia. Next one goes to Lewis Mosley, and his is for using good openers in his writing. So that was great, Lewis. I will look forward to reading some of your pieces of writing. Now we go on to Room 9, and it's a special award for all of Room 9 and their families for all of their hard work over the last few weeks. Miss Moffat is really proud of all the children and very much appreciates all the support that they have been given by families. So thank you to everybody for Room 9. Now we move on to Room 13, and this one is for Gary Linton. Well done, Gary. This one is for engaging with some dog. Good for you. Room 11 we're going on to now, and it's for Emily Rose for all of the hard work she's been doing at home. So that's great, Emily Rose, well done to you. And Miss Primrose has put a special one in for all the primary 3 boys and girls in Room 8. They participated in a mini talent show, and Miss Primrose thinks that they're an exceptionally talented class, so well done to all the primary 3s. In Room 12, Miss Young would like Rosie to have a certificate for being engaged and helpful in all of her tasks, so that's great news for Rosie too. And the last award goes to the whole class in Room 12 because they have all been working so hard, and Miss Young is really, really proud of you. So congratulations to all of Room 12. So now boys and girls, we're moving on to our Be Kind Awards, and these always make me smile. Look at the wee bumblebee, he's got a smile on his face there. When you see the wall in the foyer outside there, you'll be able to see this. It's almost filled up with bumblebees. We've got so many people doing so many different acts of kindness, so it's lovely to hear about these. The first one goes to 2 boys in Room 11, and it's to Jack and Dexter for helping to look after family members. So that's really good. Must have been really kind and helpful boys. And then in Room 3 we have got 2 awards, and the first one goes to Jack McCourt for being a lovely friend, and to Ethan for working so hard and also being a really kind and helpful person. So well done to both of you as well. Thank you. Now boys and girls, we're moving on to one of my favourite parts of the assembly, and I put this request in because it's one of my most favourite songs, always makes me smile. It's Pharrell Williams and the Happy Song. So if you're at home, you can sing along, join in, tap your feet. If you're in class, I would like you to clap, and you can tap your feet but you don't sing. Are you ready to join in? And I would expect everybody to have a great big smile on as we're doing it.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break.
Sing up everyone!
I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way.
See if you can clap along.
Because I'm happy, come along if you feel like a room is all the roof.
Well done.
Come along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Come along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Come along if you feel like that's what you want to do.
Right, let's see your moves.
Here come bad news, talking this and that. Well, give me all you got, don't hold it back. Well, I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine.
man.
That was very good.
Thanks, Mrs. Prentice, for nodding to let me know that it's time to go into this slide. It is Joyful Jokes time, and we have got some crackers today. Real crackers. I've not heard them yet, but I've been told they are crackers. So we're going to sit back, we're going to enjoy our joyful jokes. On you go.
What's a bumblebee's favourite music?
A bumblebee's favourite music? I don't know.
Pop music.
Like it, very good. Okay,
How do you make a sausage roll?
I don't know. How do you make a sausage roll?
You give it a little push.
Good one, excellent. On you go, Katie.
Why did the goalkeeper have a lot of money?
I don't know. Why did the goalkeeper have a lot of money in the bank? Why?
Because he was good at saving.
He was good at saving. Good one. Ember, big loud voice. On you go.
What wobbles in the sky?
What wobbles in the sky? I don't know.
A jellycopter.
A jellycopter. Good one. Hey, Holly, I'm ready.
What's a sailor's favourite animal?
A sailor's favourite animal? I don't know.
A sea lion.
A sea lion. Good one. Big loud voice.
Why does the chap go into the sauce?
So why does the chap go into the sauce?
Because it has a saucer.
It's a saucer. Love it. Well done. Okay, Kayla. Big loud voice.
What's a photographer's favourite snap game?
So what's a photographer's favourite card game? I don't know.
Snap.
Snap. Good one. Okay, Erin, on you go.
Who was the scariest scientist?
I don't know. Who was the scariest scientist?
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein. Good one.
Now, this weekend, on Sunday the 14th of March, it's Mother's Day. This is a day that across all of Britain, people say thank you to people who have helped them, people who have looked after them. It doesn't always have to be your mum, it could be your gran or an auntie, it could be just somebody in your house who has made life a bit easier for you. Think of all the jobs that your mums do all round the house to make things better for you. All the washing and the ironing, making your favourite dinners, helping you with your homework, helping you log on to Google Classroom, trying to do your homework when you're stuck. Think of all the jobs, and then just think in your head for a minute of all of the nice things that people have done to make that good for you. And this weekend, what I would like you to do is to say thank you to somebody in your house who has been really kind and helpful to you. Doesn't always have to be a mum, whoever it is that's been helpful for you. Now we're moving on to our Beat the Street. This is a competition that's across all of Hamilton. It starts on Wednesday the 17th of March and it runs all the way to nearly the end of April. Mrs Wiley and Mrs Wiper in the front office have been busy counting, and they've counted out all of the key fobs and all of the leaflets, and they're all ready in your classes for Monday, when you can pick them up, read the leaflet, take it home, show it to mums and dads, and then from Wednesday onwards you can join in the competition. Anywhere around Hamilton that you're walking, you'll be able to join in and see if our school can be the winner for the furthest amount of steps that people can take. So you get all the information on Monday in your classes.
Okay, we're nearly coming to the end of our assembly, so one of my favourite parts is to say happy birthday. If it's been your birthday this week, give a wave to the camera. We hope you all had a lovely day. So we hope you enjoy celebrating at home with your families. So a very big happy birthday, and we hope you all have a lovely weekend, and we will see you all at 9 o'clock on Monday morning. Have a lovely weekend. Bye everyone.